An update on a developing story out of South Korea. Prosecutors say the captain of that ferry boat that sank earlier this week has been charged and he is now in custody. Our Heather Catallo has been following the story from the very beginning. She's live at the newsroom with the latest. Heather?
Well, the captain is now charged with 5 violations for abandoning the boat, negligence, and causing bodily injury. Prosecutors say the captain caused the ferry to sink by failing to slow down while sailing a narrow route and making a turn excessively. Investigators want to know if lives could have been saved if the captain had evacuated the ferry sooner. So far, 29 people are confirmed dead and about 270 are still missing.
A surviving passenger took these images as the ferry started to tilt. He's one of the heroes who helped save more than 20 students. They asked him for directions and then made a lifeline with fire hoses and curtains so they could make a harrowing escape. The ferry sank 2 days ago with more than 300 high school students on board. Some of them were rescued, but many are still missing. That school's vice principal was one of the first people rescued from the boat, but police now say he has committed suicide. The cause of the accident still isn't known, but prosecutors say the captain was not in the steering room when the ferry started to tilt. Instead, the captain put his inexperienced third mate in charge. Investigators say it took the captain 30 minutes to issue an evacuation order, and he was rescued from the sinking boat instead of helping passengers escape. Divers made it into the ferry for the first time today. They entered the ship's cafeteria where they found several bodies huddled together. They're also pumping compressed oxygen into the ferry in the desperate hope there could still be someone in an air pocket who can breathe.
It's heartbreaking if I think about how cold she must be in the water.
Meanwhile, families are furious with Korean authorities and desperate for answers as to why many of their children were initially told to stay put instead of evacuating.
The rescue efforts are still underway, but the ferry is now fully submerged. If the captain is convicted, he faces life in prison. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Heather Catallo, 7 Action News.